Being prepared for a shoot not only saves you time, but also increases the quality of your shots, as you can focus more on the details instead of figuring out where to place that camera or the light. So in today's video, I'm going to share you my workflow to prepare for a shoot in 3 simple steps. Hey guys, Jordy here for Cinecom.net, where it's all about being creative while filmmaking, and that creative part starts in your preparations. When you film a scene, there's so much you need to pay attention to, like where do I place the camera, what lens do I pick, which kinds of lights do I use, and where do I place them? Which instructions do I give to the actor? If you need to figure all of that out on the set, you're going to lose precious time and just make mistakes. You want to use your time on the set to focus on the details. We always try to make safeties. These are extra takes from which you can choose and post. Like sometimes you overlook something. That could be simple things like someone who stands in the background that shouldn't be there. With having double shots, or like safeties, you can avoid such mistakes that you maybe didn't saw during the shoot. So our preparations go in 3 steps, and all of this happens in this document. It's something that we've designed ourselves, so it's not industry standard or something, but we find this to work very well for us. So that's why I'd love to share this with you guys. You can also download this as a Microsoft Word template or PDF document from the link below. Now, it does have a price though. It costs you 1 thumbs up on this video. Now each row represents a shot. I give every shot a unique name or short description, so I instantly know what it's about. Next, I would sketch out that shot. I'm not a good drawer, so I usually sketch rough lines or draw stick figures. Important is that you make a visual, so that you can remember exactly what you were thinking about, plus so that the crew members know exactly what you had in mind. Very often I notice that when I'm describing a shot, that someone else could make something completely different from it in their minds, and that's why also you want to sketch that out. The second step happens next to it, but that's for after the short message from our sponsor. Like to make 3D models but have no clue where to start? Well, head over to VideoBlocks, where you can download pre-designed 3D models and just use them in your favorite video editor. We got these skeleton models and made a quick animation inside Premiere Pro for an educational film. These bones and organs are pretty cool, but you can find tons more for your creative work. Just visit the link in the description below for more information. Welcome back. Next to the sketch, I draw a top view of the setup. So that starts with the actor, which is a simple circle and this triangle that represents the nose. I do this so that I know what the front side is of the subject. The same goes for the shoulders, which I also draw so that I know where the talent is looking at. Next comes the position of the camera. If the camera sits on a slider, jib or anything else, I would also sketch that. For a slider, I draw something like this, with an arrow to which side the camera has to slide to. Most of the time I also write down which lens I'll use. Then I would draw the lighting, where I place the backlight, the fill light, etc. I will also define which type of light I'll use, and the filters that go onto it. Now, these are just symbols that I've made up myself, and I always use them. The crew that I work with know what they mean, and I also keep that consistent. Practicals and natural light is also important. If there's a big window, then also draw that. Also the position of the sun if you're shooting outdoor. It helps with planning where you're going to put that reflectors perhaps. Now, when talking about the sunlight, a changing light which we have no control over, it's important to note down the time as well. If you want the position of the sun to be at that position, well, it's going to sit there at a certain time. And those are all things I write down below. Anything technical like the time of shooting if that is important, but maybe also we need to block a road or need specific props to make this shot. Make sure to list that all down below. And what I will also do there is write a detailed instruction of the shot. For example, close up Kim looking through a window and then looks to the right. Reaction to door opens. You can write this, of course, any way you'd like. Just try to write it as specific and as little as possible. You don't want to lose time reading a whole book for each shot. So now that you have this document that helps you organize the next shot instantly, you can explain what'll happen to the shot. You can give instructions where the camera and the lighting has to come. Getting as fast as possible through this stage, you can then focus on the details. Perhaps you want to adjust your lighting, use a different lens, or help your subject to get that exact play that you want. You can focus your mind on different things now. If this is the first time here, then welcome. I invite you to subscribe to this channel. You can do so by clicking here on this button above my head. We publish new videos like these every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes even more. Thank you so much for watching, and never forget, stay creative.